Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm so excited to share this list with you today. We're talking about the top 30 perfect Nintendo Switch games. Every single one of these games does something special that makes them stand out. Let's jump right in. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. You create your character and pick from amazing origin stories, then team up with friends or AI companions to save the world from an ancient evil. The turn-based combat is pure genius. You can combine spells in crazy ways, like making it rain then hitting enemies with lightning for massive damage. Every choice you make changes the story in real ways. You can talk to animals, solve problems without fighting, or go full murder hobo. It's totally up to you. The game gives you so much freedom it's almost scary. Want to teleport that enemy into lava? Go for it. The voice acting is incredible and the story will keep you hooked for over 100 hours easily. Pikmin 4. Nintendo finally made Pikmin easy to understand and super fun for everyone. You play as a tiny astronaut who crashed on a strange planet, and you command armies of cute little plant creatures called Pikmin to help you survive. Each type of Pikmin has special powers. Red ones are fireproof, blue ones can swim, yellow ones conduct electricity. Your dog buddy Ochi is a game changer because he can carry stuff, swim, and even fight alongside your Pikmin army. The puzzles are clever but never frustrating, and watching your tiny army work together to move huge objects is so satisfying. The story is sweet and funny with lots of cute moments that'll make you smile. It's the perfect chill game to play after a stressful day. Portal Companion Collection, two of the smartest puzzle games ever made, now perfect on Switch. In Portal, you wake up in a testing facility with a gun that shoots portals. Orange and blue holes you can walk through to teleport around. The evil AI GLaDOS guides you through increasingly mind-bending puzzles with her dark humor and lies about cake. Portal 2 adds gel that makes you bounce or run super fast, plus a hilarious story about the facility's history. The puzzles start simple, but get so complex you'll feel like a genius when you solve them. The writing is absolutely brilliant. These games are genuinely funny while telling an amazing sci-fi story. Both games run perfectly on Switch and the gyro controls make aiming portals feel natural.
You can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not.
Alien Isolation, the scariest game on Switch, period. You play as Ripley's daughter Amanda, searching for your missing mother on a space station where a deadly alien is hunting everyone. This isn't an action game. You hide, sneak, and try to survive while this perfect killing machine stalks you through dark corridors. The alien learns your hiding spots and gets smarter as you play, making every encounter terrifying. You'll use motion trackers, flamethrowers, and crafted tools to stay alive, but fighting is usually your last resort. The story perfectly captures the horror movie atmosphere of the original Alien film. Playing in handheld mode with headphones makes it even scarier because you feel trapped with this monster. It's horror gaming at its absolute best.
You know you're dead.
Fire Emblem, Three Houses, the deepest strategy game on Switch with an amazing story about war, friendship, and hard choices. You're a teacher at a military academy where you pick one of 3 houses to lead, each with unique students who become your army. The first half is like a school simulator where you build relationships and train your students. Then everything changes and you're thrown into a brutal war where former friends might become enemies. The tactical battles are chess-like, positioning matters, and when characters die, they're gone forever unless you play on easier modes. Every student has a unique personality and backstory that unfolds over hundreds of conversations. The multiple paths mean you'll want to replay it several times to see every story branch. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the ultimate fighting game celebration with 82 characters from gaming history. The story mode World of Light sees all your favorite fighters turned into spirits by a cosmic threat, and you must save them by battling through themed fights. Every character feels unique. Mario's balanced, Pikachu's fast and electric, Ganondorf hits like a truck. The controls are simple enough for kids but deep enough for tournaments. Adventure mode has hundreds of spirit battles with crazy rules like giant enemies or reversed controls. Online play works great, and local multiplayer with friends is pure chaos and joy, with stages from every Nintendo series plus third-party guests. It's a love letter to gaming history that never gets old. Octopath Traveler 2, a beautiful modern take on classic JRPGs with 8 separate heroes whose stories slowly connect. Each character has unique abilities both in battle and exploration. The thief can steal items, the scholar can study enemies for weaknesses, the dancer can charm NPCs. The turn-based combat uses a boost system where you save up points to unleash devastating combo attacks. Breaking enemy defenses at the right moment creates amazing strategic moments. The pixel art style looks like a painting in motion, and the music is absolutely incredible. Each character's story deals with mature themes like revenge, corruption, and redemption without being preachy. The day-night cycle changes what NPCs you can interact with, adding tons of secrets to discover. It's comfort food for RPG fans.
What's our plan of attack? My spear shall strike through!
This isn't over.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the most creative 2D Mario game ever made, full of surprises that'll blow your mind. Mario and friends visit the Flower Kingdom where Wonder Flowers transform levels in completely unexpected ways. 1 minute you're a normal level, touch a flower, and suddenly you're a Goomba experiencing the world from their perspective. Levels might turn into rhythm games, have singing enemies, or completely change art styles mid-jump. The elephant power-up lets you smash through blocks and spray water, while badges give you abilities like wall jumping or starting with power-ups. Every single level has something new and surprising. The 4-player co-op is fantastic, and the difficulty is perfectly balanced for all skill levels. It's pure Nintendo magic that reminds you why Mario games are special. A short hike. The most relaxing game on Switch. You play as a bird who wants to reach the top of a mountain to get cell phone signal. That's literally it, but it's perfect. You explore a beautiful national park, help other hikers with small favors, collect golden feathers to fly higher, and just enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. There's no time pressure, no enemies, no stress, just you, nature, and a gentle climb to the summit. The pixel art style is cozy and warm, like a digital campfire. You can fish, play volleyball, find hidden treasures, or just sit and watch the sunset. The soundtrack is absolutely beautiful and matches the chill vibe perfectly. It's the perfect game to play when you need to unwind and feel good about life. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Pure joy in video game form. Kirby wakes up in a post-apocalyptic world where nature has reclaimed abandoned cities, and he must save the Waddle Dees from the Beast Pack. What makes this special is Mouthful Mode. Kirby can inhale huge objects like cars, vending machines, or stairs, and use them as weapons or tools. Driving around as Carby or shooting enemies as Vending Machine Kirby never stops being hilarious. The copy abilities are upgraded versions of classic powers with new moves and combos. Co-op mode lets a friend play as Bandana Waddle Dee, making it perfect for couples or parents playing with kids. The level design is creative and full of secrets, while boss battles are epic without being too hard. It's impossible to play this game without smiling. It's Nintendo's purest distillation of fun and happiness. Persona 4 Golden. This is the ultimate murder mystery RPG that changed my life. You play as a high school student who moves to a small town where people are getting murdered and thrown into TV worlds. You and your friends discover you can enter these twisted TV dungeons to save victims and catch the killer. The social simulation is incredible. You go to school, hang out with friends, work part-time jobs, and build relationships that make your battle personas stronger. Combat is turn-based, where you exploit enemy weaknesses to get extra turns. What makes this special is how it balances serious mystery themes with slice-of-life moments that feel real. The characters become like actual friends you care about, and the story has multiple endings based on your choices. It's funny, emotional, and addictive.
Enemy, smash it on you. Persona! That's some thick skin.
It's over!
I couldn't do it.
One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition. The coolest robot pirate game you've never played. You control Captain Piper and her crew of steam-powered robots in turn-based tactical battles aboard spaceships. Instead of boring grid movement, you manually aim your shots and can ricochet bullets off walls to hit enemies behind cover. It's like playing pool with laser guns. Your crew levels up and gains new abilities, plus you can customize them with different hats that provide stat boosts. The story follows these robot pirates as they fight against an evil robot empire while searching for water in space. Each mission is a puzzle where positioning and creative shooting solve problems. The hand-drawn art style is gorgeous, and the soundtrack mixes country music with electronic beats perfectly. It's tactical combat that feels fresh and exciting every turn. Monster Hunter Rise, the most accessible Monster Hunter game that turned me into a hunting addict. You're a hunter protecting Kimura Village from massive monsters that threaten the world. The new wirebug system lets you zip around environments like Spider-Man, mounting walls, and pulling off aerial attacks that feel incredible. Each of the 14 weapon types completely changes how you play. Sword and Shield is fast and mobile, while Great Sword is slow but devastating. Hunting monsters is a dance where you learn their patterns, break their parts for materials, then craft better gear to hunt even bigger beasts. The story involves mysterious rampage events where hordes of monsters attack the village in tower defense style battles. Online multiplayer with friends makes everything better, and the cat and dog companions add charm to every hunt. Celeste, the most emotionally powerful platformer ever made about climbing a mountain and conquering your inner demons. You play as Madeline, a girl with anxiety who decides to climb Celeste Mountain despite everyone telling her she can't. The platforming uses simple controls: run, jump, climb walls briefly, and dash once in the air, but combines them into incredibly challenging obstacles. What makes it special is how the difficulty represents Madeline's internal struggle with depression and self-doubt. You'll die hundreds of times, but the instant respawn keeps you trying. Part of you, literally represented as a dark clone, tries to stop your progress, creating amazing story moments. The pixel art is beautiful, the music is absolutely perfect, and the assist options let anyone experience this incredible journey about mental health and self-acceptance. Metroid Dread, the return of 2D Metroid that made me remember why this series is legendary. Samus gets trapped on planet ZDR and must escape while being hunted by deadly EMMI robots that can kill her instantly. These robots create incredible tension as you sneak through their zones, hiding and running when they spot you. The classic Metroidvania formula is perfected here. You gain new abilities that open previously blocked paths, slowly becoming more powerful. Combat feels amazing with new counterattacks and the satisfying return of classic weapons like the Morph Ball and Space Jump. The story reveals secrets about Samus's past and the mysterious Chozo race without heavy exposition. Boss fights are intense pattern-based battles that test everything you've learned. It runs at perfect 60 frames per second and controls like a dream in both docked and handheld modes. Hollow Knight, the most beautiful and challenging Metroidvania that'll consume your soul. You play as a silent knight exploring the ruins of Hallownest, an underground kingdom infected by a mysterious plague. Combat uses a simple nail sword and magic spells, but timing and positioning are everything. The charm system lets you equip different combinations of 40+ charms that completely change your playstyle. Focus on magic, healing, or pure combat damage. What makes this incredible is the world design. Every area tells a story through environmental details and hidden lore. NPCs have memorable personalities despite minimal dialogue, and the hand-drawn art creates a haunting atmosphere. Boss fights are intense tests of skill that feel fair, but demanding. With over 40 hours of content including multiple endings, it's the best value on Switch. The difficulty is high, but always feels rewarding when you succeed. Dragon Quest XI-S, the most charming JRPG that proves turn-based combat still rocks. You play as the Luminary, a chosen hero who must save the world from an ancient evil called the Dark One. The story starts simple but gets complex with time travel, multiple worlds, and deep character development. Combat is classic turn-based with modern improvements. You can see enemy attacks coming and position characters to avoid damage. Each party member has unique skills and personalities that make them feel like real friends on your journey. The world is massive, with towns full of NPCs who have actual stories and problems to solve. Voice acting is fantastic with British accents that bring the world to life. The 2D mode lets you play the entire game in retro pixel art style. It's comfort food gaming that'll make you fall in love with JRPGs again, even if you think you've outgrown them.
Fight and fight some more on! Phew.
Unicorn Overlord, the most epic tactical RPG that combines Fire Emblem strategy with real-time battles. You play as Prince Alan, fighting to reclaim your kingdom from evil forces using an army of diverse units. What makes this special is the real-time tactical system. You position units on a map, then watch them auto-battle while you can pause to give commands. Each unit has classes, equipment, and special abilities that create deep strategic options. The story is a classic fantasy tale of good versus evil, with political intrigue and character relationships that matter. You can recruit dozens of different characters, each with their own backstory and motivations. The hand-drawn art is absolutely gorgeous, looking like a playable anime. Base building lets you upgrade towns and unlock new features. Multiple difficulty options make it accessible while still providing serious challenge for strategy fans. It's the perfect blend of classic tactics and modern design.
Brace yourself!
Does this suit you?
Witness the royal blade!
Paper Mario, the 1000-Year Door, the funniest RPG ever made that brings back everything we loved about classic Paper Mario. Mario and his partners search for crystal stars to open the 1000-Year Door, while Princess Peach gets kidnapped by mysterious villains. The turn-based combat uses action commands where you press buttons at the right time to boost damage or reduce enemy attacks. Your partners aren't just battle helpers, they're full characters with personalities, backstories, and unique field abilities. The writing is absolutely hilarious with clever jokes, pop culture references, and breaking the fourth wall moments. Each chapter takes you to completely different locations with unique themes and memorable NPCs. The badge system lets you customize Mario's abilities in creative ways. What makes this the definitive version is all the quality of life improvements that fix the original's minor issues while keeping everything that made it special. Persona 5 Royal, the most stylish JRPG ever created that redefined what the genre could be. You play as a high school student who gains the power to enter people's hearts as a phantom thief, stealing the corrupt desires of evil adults. The dual life system is incredible. During the day you attend school, hang out with friends, and build relationships, while at night you infiltrate surreal palaces filled with enemies and puzzles. Turn-based combat focuses on exploiting weaknesses to get extra turns, and every character has multiple personas with different abilities. What makes this perfect is how everything connects. The friends you make give you power in battle, and the social commentary about corrupt authority figures feels relevant and important. The art style is pure eye candy with incredible animations and UI design.
It's been a while since we last, but this time.
Persona! Go down!
Dead Cells, the most addictive roguelike that'll ruin your sleep schedule. You play as a headless prisoner who escapes his cell and must fight through a constantly changing island prison. Every time you die, the levels completely change, but you keep some upgrades that make you stronger. Combat is lightning fast with swords, whips, bows, and magic that all feel incredible to use. You can roll through enemy attacks, wall jump, and chain combos that look like a deadly dance. The story unfolds through environmental clues and cryptic notes about a plague that destroyed this world. What makes it perfect is how fair it feels. When you die, it's because you made a mistake, not because the game cheated. The pixel art is gorgeous, and every weapon feels unique. One more run turns into 5 hours every single time. Bayonetta 2, the most stylish action game ever made that makes you feel like a goddess of destruction. You play as Bayonetta, a witch with guns on her heels, who fights angels and demons to save her best friend's soul from hell. Combat is all about perfectly timed dodges that slow down time, letting you unleash devastating combos with hair attacks that summon giant demons. The story is completely insane with over-the-top cutscenes involving motorcycle fights on jets and dance battles with angels. You can equip different weapons to your hands and feet, creating thousands of combo possibilities. Torture attacks let you summon Iron Maidens and guillotines to finish enemies in style. The difficulty options make it accessible for newcomers while still providing brutal challenges for experts. It runs perfectly on Switch, and the touchscreen controls actually work great for some attacks. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the most emotionally beautiful platformer that'll make you cry tears of joy and sadness. You play as Ori, a forest spirit trying to save your dying homeland by restoring the light that keeps nature alive. Your owl friend Ku can't fly, so your journey becomes about helping her soar while discovering dark secrets about the forest's past. Movement feels like floating on air with abilities like double jump, dash, and wall climbing that flow together perfectly. Combat adds new weapons like Spirit Sword and bow that make fights feel graceful instead of violent. The hand-painted art looks like a Disney movie brought to life, and the orchestral soundtrack is absolutely breathtaking. Environmental storytelling reveals tragic histories without words. It's challenging but never unfair, with some of the most satisfying platforming sequences ever designed. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the most epic JRPG conclusion that brings together two massive worlds in an emotional finale. You control 6 characters from warring nations who discover their endless conflict is being manipulated by mysterious forces. The real-time combat combines positioning, timing, and team coordination as characters execute arts and combos together. Each character can change classes, learn new abilities, and even fuse with their partner into powerful Ouroboros forms during battles. The world is absolutely absolutely massive with environments that stretch beyond the horizon and secrets hidden everywhere. What makes this special is how it tackles themes of life, death, and finding meaning in seemingly hopeless situations. The voice acting brings every character to life, and the relationships between party members develop naturally over 100+ hours. Side quests aren't just fetch missions, they tell meaningful stories about the people trying to survive in this broken world.
Something so valuable here.
Hades, the perfect roguelike that makes dying fun instead of frustrating. You play as Zagreus, son of Hades, trying to escape the underworld to find your missing mother. Every escape attempt teaches you more about your dysfunctional family of Greek gods through amazing voice acting and writing. Combat is fast and fluid with 4 different weapons that completely change your playstyle, while god boons modify your abilities in wild ways. Zeus adds lightning, Poseidon creates tidal waves. Death isn't punishment, it's progression. You return home stronger, unlock new story conversations, and give gifts to characters that provide helpful items for future runs. The art style mixes modern character design with classical mythology perfectly. Relationships develop naturally as you learn about each god's personality and problems. Metroid Prime Remastered, the greatest first-person adventure ever made, now perfected on Switch. You play as bounty hunter Samus exploring planet Talon 4, which has been corrupted by radioactive Phazon. Instead of typical FPS shooting, you scan environments to learn lore, solve puzzles, and track down power-ups that unlock new areas. The lock-on combat lets you circle strafe while focusing on platforming and using different beam weapons. Your suit constantly upgrades with new abilities like the Morph Ball, Space Jump, and various visors that reveal hidden secrets. The story unfolds through scanned logs that paint a tragic picture of the Chozo civilization and their final war. Boss battles are intense puzzle fights where you must figure out attack patterns and weaknesses.
Recording to logbook.
The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the most creative sequel ever made that doubles down on player freedom and innovation. Link awakens to find Hyrule Castle floating in the sky and Zelda missing after an encounter with Ganondorf. Your new abilities are game-changing. Ultra Hand lets you build vehicles and contraptions. Fuse combines weapons with objects for unique effects. Ascend phases you through ceilings, and Recall reverses object movement. The world now has 3 layers: Sky Islands above, Hyrule surface, and vast underground depths below. Every puzzle has multiple solutions because of your creative tools. You can build cars, planes, boats, or whatever crazy contraption solves the problem. The story explores Hyrule's ancient past through flashbacks while delivering emotional moments about sacrifice and heroism. Physics interactions create emergent gameplay that surprises even after hundreds of hours. It's the ultimate creative sandbox. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the most perfect arcade racer that brings families together and destroys friendships in the best way. The classic Mario Kart formula gets enhanced with anti-gravity sections that let you drive on walls and ceilings, completely changing how tracks flow. With 48 tracks including DLC and 42 characters, there's incredible variety in every race. Items are balanced better than ever. Blue shells still exist but aren't as devastating, and new items like the boomerang flower add strategic depth. Battle mode finally returns with proper arenas and multiple game types that are just as fun as racing. The HD graphics make every track pop with color and detail, while 60 frames per second gameplay keeps everything smooth. Online play works great, but local multiplayer is where the magic happens. 4-player split screen races create the most intense competition and laughter you'll have on Switch. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the game that changed open world design forever and made exploration magical again. Link awakens after 100 years to find Hyrule in ruins and must defeat Calamity Ganon while recovering his lost memories. What makes this revolutionary is the complete freedom. You can climb any surface, glide anywhere, and approach objectives from any direction. The physics system creates emergent gameplay where fire spreads, metal conducts electricity, and creative solutions always work. Weapon durability forces you to constantly try new tools instead of relying on one sword. Shrines provide bite-sized puzzles that teach you the game's rules, while 4 Divine Beast dungeons offer traditional Zelda challenges. Cooking, weather effects, and survival elements add depth without complexity. The world feels alive and rewards curiosity with stunning vistas and hidden secrets. Super Mario Odyssey, pure joy transformed into a video game that represents everything great about Nintendo. Mario teams up with Cappy, a hat spirit, to chase Bowser across multiple kingdoms and stop his forced wedding to Princess Peach. The capture mechanic lets Mario possess enemies and objects, completely transforming how you interact with the world. Become a T-Rex to smash through walls, possess a taxi to drive around New Donk City, or control a bullet bill to fly across vast distances. Each kingdom has a unique theme with incredible attention to detail, from the photorealistic humans in Metro Kingdom to the food-themed Luncheon Kingdom. With over 800 power moons to collect, every corner hides secrets and creative challenges. Movement feels absolutely perfect with precise controls that respond to your every input. There you have it, 30 absolutely perfect Nintendo Switch games that showcase why this console is something special. From innovative indies to first-party masterpieces, these games represent the best of what gaming has to offer. Which of these games is your personal favorite? If this video helped you discover your next gaming addiction, hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch deep dives. Thanks for watching, and keep playing those amazing games.